So the next question, you may see some horizontal asymptotes question. So for example, give out equation like this, and it will ask you to find out the horizontal asymptotes. So generally, you may only see one horizontal asymptote for equation. However, you really need to find the limit when x approach to infinity and negative infinity. So there maybe have some possibility that there will be multiple horizontal asymptotes for one equation. So you have to watch out for this one. So the first example is f of x equal to a times absolute value of x over bx minus c. So if you remember, I said that when you see the absolute value, you have to discuss when x greater than 0 and also x less than 0. So for this question, we have to discuss. So the first part, if x is greater than 0, so the fx could be simplified. So we take the absolute value and it's just the ax, and we divided the x on both the numerator and denominator, and then we have the equation here. And when x is approaching to positive infinity, the f of x is actually equal to a over b. Therefore, y equal to a over b is one of the horizontal asymptote. So we discuss the other side, which if x is less than 0. So you know that the x cannot be equal to 0 because we need to solve the limit approaching to infinity or negative infinity. Therefore, so this one is when x is less than 0, we take out the absolute value and we have a negative sign, and therefore fx is equal to this one. And we again similarly we divide it by x on the numerator and denominator, and we let the x approaching to negative infinity. So this term approaching to 0, therefore f of x is equal to negative a over b. Therefore, y equal to negative a over b is also a horizontal asymptote. So for this question, we have two horizontal asymptotes. So as I said before, you may not assume only one horizontal asymptote for a question. So you have to check out all of them. So let's take a look at the next example. The fx is equal to 2 times sine x times e to the power of negative x, and then plus 1. So the answer is really simple. The sine x is no matter what is x, no matter what is approaching to infinity or negative infinity. We know that the sine x is greater than negative 1 and less than 1. So this is not converged, however, it is bounded. And let's take a look at the exponential equation here. So the limit when x approaching to positive infinity, the e to the power of negative x is approaching to 0. So we can find that the limit of x approaching to infinity, so this term is 0 times another term. This term we don't really know what it is. However, because this term is 0, so the whole term will be 0. And then the limit of f of x is actually equal to 1. Therefore, y equal to 1 is one of the horizontal asymptotes. So we take a look at another side, which is x approaching to negative infinity. However, this time when x approaching to negative infinity, the e to the power of negative x is approaching to positive infinity. So we don't have much about it. So the limit of x approaching to negative infinity, fx is approaching to positive infinity. And this one is not bounded. So we don't have a horizontal asymptote for this. Therefore, y equal to 1 is the only answer.